Start strong, start with summary of your skills. This is again, not mandatory. You can do it, you can avoid it if you wish to. Emphasize the impact. Now I'm going to talk about the most important point of today's session, which is that whenever you're talking about a specific experience, there needs to be a structured format, right? The format needs to look something like this. Let's assume that there is one particular opportunity. You're working as a marketing analyst with a particular company. So your first bullet point needs to be about the responsibilities that you had in this particular role, or the things that you were accountable for, right? For example, Nandini could go something like this, that I was responsible for analyzing trends and uh, marketing campaigns being executed by the companies or by the team, and share relevant insights with respect to the same. Now that is the account, that is what she was accountable for in this particular role. So that's what she starts with. The second point, or of course, and when I'm saying one point, it doesn't have to be just one point in the sense, right? So you can put a one or two or even 3 points depending upon the number of things that you were accountable for or you were held responsible for in your existing role. The next section of talking about that particular job role needs to be about the things that you learned and the processes that you followed. For example, Nandini was using Google Analytics, or she was using a specific mixed panel tool for measuring certain trends. So she can mention that. She can also mention that she was following a specific framework. Let's assume that she was following Pestle as a framework to measure the impact. I think Pestle would not be relevant over here. Let's assume that she was using SWOT, right? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, to analyze which campaigns are doing better. She could just mention that. Or even the things that Nandini learned while being a part of this role. Make sense? The next section, the last section, is the most important and the most like the thing that you actually have to do, which is talking about the impact points, right? What is the impact or the outcome that you generated as an individual in a role, right? What is the impact that you created? So for example, if you don't know the exact impact that you created as an individual, you can always talk about the impact that your team created. You were responsible for helping the organization grow their sales by 2%. You were responsible for helping an organization expand into a new category, or you were a part of the team that was working on it. You were responsible, or your team was responsible for introducing or optimizing the operations of a specific team. So you increase the efficiency, or you and your team together increase the efficiency of the team that you were working with by 30%, whatever, right? In case you can introduce numbers and data metrics to prove it, great. In case you are not able to do it, then you'll have to be a little subjective about it. But do not try to avoid using adjectives until unless someone decided to mention those adjectives in your letter of recommendation, right? So let's assume that Arya got the award for the best employee for the month of February, right? So Arya can mention that, but you cannot be like, I was the best performer, when you don't have any specific metric to back it up. So either use the language that the organization used for you, or something that was mentioned specifically for you in the letter of recommendation. Because in that particular case, in case the recruiter decides to grill you on it, you can always be like, hey, I'm not saying this, my old recruiter said this about me.